Hi, good morning, welcome. This message and this reading is going to be for those who are aligned to me, those within the collective who are the Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus sign of Leo that match my current frequency, that match my current emotional state, and my current mental state, okay? Those who match my frequency that are Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus Leos, okay? These messages are for you. Okay. Lovely, lovely Leos that are match my frequency. You guys are coming into your own power. You are discovering these new hidden talents that are within yourself that you might not have completely understood before. It could be something that kind of you had an inclination about, but you weren't quite positive, right? Those things are now those things are being intensified, and it's happening to you a lot more frequently. So pay attention to the signs that are around you, like angel numbers or little tiny messages. Like if you happen to see something and you kind of get that little adrenaline feeling, kind of, that's how I gauge my signs that I receive within the public, rather than those that I receive when I'm with my friends, right? Because they're different. When I'm out in the public, I try to protect myself a lot more, so I don't acknowledge things that occur when I'm out in public, depending on where I'm at. So anyhow, pay attention to your signs, pay attention to the little symbols, maybe animals you might see. This hidden talent card is a red cardinal, which also speaks towards your family, right? Which speaks towards ancestors or angels that are coming to visit you, which is interesting because we also have the ancestor card here, the love and legacy of our DNA. So in this particular moment for you, you're kind of coming into your upgrade, but the thing that's stopping it is you're a little afraid. You're worried. You have to be willing to accept this upgrade. You have to be willing to accept this new energy that is coming into you, or these new abilities that are being shown to you. You have to consciously and unconsciously accept them. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, I'm cool, I understand," and then be fearful of it. You have to truly accept it for what it is, for what it will be, and for what it's not. Now this, as far as upgrades are concerned, I feel like it's more upgrades with your manifestations. It's upgrades with how you choose to release your energy into the world, at what intensity you release such things. Okay, so not only are you guys standing in your way, but you're effectively causing this tower moment to be worse than it's going to be. You're so worried about controlling things and so worried about trying to get a grip on how it's gonna play out, that you're forgetting to allow the universe to do its job. You're forgetting to allow yourself this time to rest and to recuperate, right? Think about it. It's so funny because my husband and I were talking about this last night. Okay, so when you go diving, right, and you come back up, what they usually do is you come up a little bit, you stop, wait a little bit, come up a little bit, stop, wait a little bit, right? And the reason they do that is so you don't overexert your body, so you don't cause this unneeded pressure and this expansion of your oxygen that's in your blood cells, right? And because when that happens, it will cause you to pass out. It'll be too much of a shock. People can die. When you are going through a major transformation, especially one that is blessed by your guides and your ancestors and the creator, it means that you have to relinquish some control. You have to allow everyone and all of those beings to do what they can to protect you and to do what they can to keep you safe, because that is their job. That is their goal. Their goal is to not harm you. Their goal is to make everything runs smoothly and to allow it to play out like it must. And unfortunately, because you are stuck in this unnecessary fear, you're stuck in this timid, shy, semi-regretful because of something, and I'm not sure what, but you're forcibly causing this tower moment to be put off. And when you're putting it off, it's causing it for those energies to just build and build and build. So that way when it does break and the tower moment does occur and it does fall, it's going to be more intense than what it would have been if you would have just allowed fate to take over. You have the Devil card at the bottom of the deck, so that speaks to your temptations, your fears, your addictions, your flaws, right? Allowing things to seem grimmer than they are. Temperance card at the top of the deck. I find that funny how we have a major arcana here on the board, and then we have one at the top and one at the bottom of the deck. So with the Temperance card in this aspect is I feel like you just need to relinquish that. Your guides are trying to tell you that they're here for you. Just be patient. Just let us do our work. Relax. Take a break. Breathe for a few. You've done so much growth, so much healing, so much transformation and metamorphosis that you haven't allowed yourself to see things for what they are. You haven't allowed yourself to take a break. You haven't thought about your new focuses. You haven't reevaluated where your life is at or where you are at, right? Because I say this all the time. When we change, we may notice it in big aspects of it, but we don't notice the little things. We don't notice our little mannerisms that change, or our facial expressions that change, or even sometimes the way that we talk. That can all be due to healing, regardless of what that healing is. So with your focus and your intent, things are changing because you are new. You need to reevaluate what it is that you want for your future, what it is that you want for your life, and what it is that you are asking of your guides. What are they asking of you? What is it that they want you to fulfill? Because you never know. Sometimes your guides' dreams and ambitions for you could be the same, even if it's not said the same or it doesn't appear to be the same. It could still be the same. You just have to talk with them and acknowledge what it is that they are asking you to do. Okay? We're going to pull one more oracle card. What else do we have? Okay, I pulled more than one. I had to. I couldn't help it. And I love it. So we have Death, the Skull of Stars, and Mummy. Death is the eternal cycle begins here. Skull of Stars is infinite possibilities. And the Mummy is change. These are all talking about this major transformation. Death, going from one cycle to the next, going from one reality to another, right? Seeing things for what they are, transformation, metamorphosis. Infinite possibilities. Realizing that the world is your oyster and that anything anybody could ever think of is possible as long as you set your mind to it, as long as you have enough faith that it will happen and you trust in your guides and you trust in your guides and your ancestors and your friends and your family. Things will happen the way that they're meant to. And then last but not least, Mummy and change. Change isn't always what it seems. Things can be interesting, to say the least. Remember that the change not just starts from within, but it's because of the work that you did. It's because of what you sacrificed in order to allow this change to occur. And I'm being reminded of how mummies, when they get mummified, they take their organs and put them in jars. It's almost as if those things become a part of you, right? The things that you've worked so hard for, what you've sacrificed for, if you've given a part of your heart or a part of your soul or a part of your mind to make something possible or to make something happen, those things stay with you. Even that energy, even if you don't think about that thing anymore, that energy of that it instilled, that whatever it was, whatever that outcome was, it's still with you. And we're back to protection. So guys, make sure that you're protected. Watch yourself, okay? I will say this for some of you, because I know this case to be for some of me. There are some people in your life who are jealous, and it's not necessarily like a bad jealous. It's more of just like they don't realize that they're not really negative thoughts towards you, but their assumptions and their little jokes and all those things can cause negativity to come your way. So be mindful of those. Be mindful of those friends. Also keep in mind that while we do have such thing as free will, our guides are still, if there's a lesson that needs to be learned, they're going to make sure we learn it. So if you can learn it the first time because you pick up on it and you understand it, I suggest you learn it the first time, because they're not as forgiving the second time around, or the third, or the fourth. So anywho, I'm just kind of babbling now. I love you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I hope this reading resonated. Just leave me a comment down below, leave me a like, whatever. Have a great day. Bye.